students, welcome back. Today we are going to be in the last part of preparatory course for grade 11, and that is plant physiology. And today let us have a look at what is meant by plasmolysis. Very simple concept for which you have to revise what we did in the previous class. That is, what do you understand by osmosis? And I hope you remember we discussed it that water or a solvent always moves from where water is more to where water is less. Now, to know this better, we'll have a brief idea about what is meant by water potential and osmotic potential. So basically, you all know that any substance has some energy associated with it. The same way, water also has some energy or potential energy associated with it. And the pure water, we call pure water's water potential to be zero. Okay, that is to be taken as zero. Now, the moment we start adding some solute to it, the potential of it or the water potential of it becomes lesser. Okay, becomes lesser, and we call that as osmotic potential. Okay, so we don't have to know all these terminologies so much. We just need to know from where to where water will start moving. Water will move from a place where water potential is high. In our case, 0 is the high point, that is of pure water, to where water potential is negative or lower than 0. Okay, so that's the only thing that you need to keep in mind. All right, so for water to be absorbed by the root, as we discussed prior, and transported to the leaf and to exit, how should be the water potential? It should be highest for soil, then a little lesser for root, even lesser for the entire plant, even more lesser for the leaf, and still lower for the atmosphere. Only in that case water will move. These are just basic concepts which we are going to dive into in grade 11 in depth. Okay, so why are we discussing all this? So whenever you have a plant cell, let us say you have a normal plant cell, how will it be? It will be in this manner. Okay, the cell wall will be there, the cytoplasm will be there, plasma membrane will be there, contents of the cell will be intact. Such a condition, in such a condition, what happens? There is no movement of water out or in. Okay, but the moment you start putting that cell inside another solution, okay, what happens to that cell? What happens to the plant cell is what we will look at. If we place a cell, a normal cell, inside a hypertonic solution, for that we should remember what is a concentrated solution. Hypertonic solution is equivalent to concentrated solution. The moment you place that in a concentrated solution or a hypertonic solution, water will definitely start moving from the cell out. Why will it start moving from cell to out? Because water wants to move out of where it is more, that is in this case the cell, to where water is less, that is the concentrated solution or the hypertonic solution. Okay, so in that case, what happens? Water is all gone. Once water is all gone from the cell, the cytoplasm will start shrinking. The plasma membrane along with it will start shrinking, and there will be a space formed between cell wall, which is shown in black color, and cytoplasm and plasma membrane, which is here. So there's a space formed. Okay, in this state, the cell is called as flaccid state. And what is the process called as? It is called as plasmolysis. Now let us say the other way is happening. You are placing in a cell in a hypotonic solution. In other words, something like pure water or slightly a solution having slightly lower concentration than what is inside the cell. In that case, what happens? Water will start moving inside the cell. Such a condition is called as turgidity or turgid cell. Right? We'll go ahead. We'll also look at and understand what is the difference between transpiration and guttation. So you all know what is transpiration. Anytime water is lost from either leaf parts or stem parts in the form of water vapor. in the form of water vapor, you call that as transpiration. But there are other ways in which water is lost. How is it? It's regular water or the liquid water is also lost sometimes from tip of leaf, margin of leaf. That is called as guttation. So what's the difference between transpiration and guttation? Basic difference is with respect to in what form water is being lost. In first case, transpiration, water is lost in the form of water vapor, and in guttation, it is in the form of liquid water. Where is it happening? Transpiration is happening from lower side or the lower epidermis of leaf, and guttation happens from the margin of leaf, a particular opening called as hydatodes. Alright, these are just the basics that we had looked at while preparing for grade 11. All the very best for your grade 11. Keep watching. I'll be making more videos, elaborate content on grade 11 topics. If you find any of the cross-bridging topics difficult to understand, please allow me to help you out. Please let me know in your comments. Thank you so much.